I also recently had the opportunity and the privilege of representing the UW system and the Board of Regents to visit with our educational partners at the University of Nizwa in Oman. The UW system began its formal relationship with Nizwa in 2001, led by former UW Oshkosh Chancellor John Kerrigan. Since that initial MOU was signed between UW, Oshkosh, and Nizwa, the collaboration has expanded in our system. It now includes partnerships with UW Madison, UW Platteville, and most recently, UW Eau Claire. Our work in Oman embodies the Wisconsin idea in a global context. The Omanis revere the Wisconsin idea, and they've added their own Nizwa imperative. I'll read it to you. Self-built, self-made, self-actualized, the transcendent university. In addition to shared academic interests, we also discuss economic development opportunities. While over there, we learned the Omani government is currently planning a trade mission to the United States. We've met with members of the Omani government and encouraged them to include Wisconsin, and most importantly, the University of Wisconsin, on their upcoming trade mission. Today, the leaders of the Nizwa campus are building a new facility that will have the capacity to enroll up to 20,000 students. The university is currently 80% female, and classes are taught in English. In the slide that you see up right now, it's one of the dormitories that's under partial construction. So far, as part of rebuilding the University of Nizwa, they've used over 140,000 tons of cubic concrete and 10,000 tons of steel. The university serves as their own general contractor, and their new facility is scheduled to be completed in the year 2020. In this photo, I'm with Vice Chancellor Abdullah Aziz El-Kindi. You'll find it interesting that in a short bit this morning, we'll have a chance to meet his nephew, who's currently enrolled at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. While in Oman, I signed a historic agreement with Nizwa, one that takes our partnership from the institutional level to a statewide collaboration, focusing on workforce and economic development. This agreement will create opportunities for partners on both sides. It will also build our existing partnership and represents our ongoing shared commitment. Additionally, Johnson Controls, a Wisconsin company, joined us for our meetings in Oman. Johnson Controls has over 800 employees in the Middle East and are currently in discussions with the University of Nizwa to build the district cooling plant and provide heating and ventilation. We believe that once that's completed, it will be the first green campus in the Middle East. By way of background, Nizwa Vice Chancellor Abdullah Aziz visited UW-Milwaukee last year to learn about Milwaukee's campus partnership with Johnson Controls. Although the partnership with Nizwa will be with a separate division of Johnson Controls, it will use the same model of campus-based industry-university collaboration, research, and internships. As you know, Johnson Controls is a longtime partner of the University of Wisconsin, and we're very happy to have them engage in this venture and to have joined us on our adventure. In addition to our work at Nizwa, we visited 2 other universities in Oman and the capital city of Muscat to also discuss academic and economic development partnerships. In this photo, President of Oman's State Council, Chancellor Ahmad from the University of Nizwa, myself, and of course, Chancellor Jim. At this meeting, again, we talked about economic development and ways that we can work together to continue to collaborate. I hope that in the years ahead, other members of this board have an opportunity to engage in similar activities. As a side note, as some of you know, I'm an annual guest lecturer at the University of Eau Claire in sharing and teaching a geology course. When the University of Nizwa leaders learned of my interest, they invited me to return next year and to teach a geology course at their university as well. By the way, we are pleased to have with us today Chancellor Abdul Aziz's nephew. If his nephew, one of our students here at Madison, could please stand, let's recognize him. Thank you very much for attending our board meeting this morning. Thank you for attending the University of Wisconsin. And as they say in the Arabic language, shukran, which means thank you. In the future, I hope more exchange students will be able to take advantage of this opportunity going in both directions across the ocean. That completes my President's report this morning, and I turn it back to you, President Cross.
Thank you, Regent President Behling. So good morning, everyone. And I'd like to follow up on this and say a few words about our collaborative work with Oman. As President Behling noted, this joint project was initiated by then Chancellor Kerrigan at UW-Oshkosh about 2 decades ago. Its groundbreaking mutual commitment has continued and has grown. Chancellor Schmidt, I know you were part of the latest trip, and we anticipate additional partnerships across the system will follow. We look forward to those partnerships. So at this point, I'm going to step over to the podium, and I'll ask Regent President Behling to join me. Along with the Omani students, I think there are 4 or 5 of those. Would you please come forward as well? Let's see, I thought I could count, but I only see 1, so. At this time, I'm pleased to present to President Behling a framed copy of the historic Statement of Shared Commitment recently signed in Oman. As it notes, this statement, and I quote, affirms our joint academic and economic development initiatives. Together, we look forward to a long-term, productive, sustainable, and mutually beneficial relationship, end quote. So President Behling, we'd like to present this to